Hi everyone, Josh Glass here with Queerty. I'm here with the amazing actor and playwright Ryan J. Haddad. How's it going, Ryan?
Hi, Josh. Great to see you again.
You as well, and happy Pride!
Happy Pride. I wore the most colorful shirt at my disposal.
I love it. As we've talked before, you know too that I also have cerebral palsy, and I'm always a big fan of, us sticking together. So I think first things first, because this is something that I'm always thinking about, is should you put your disability on your dating profile or not?
So I think that's a personal choice, and I think that people have different comfort levels based on who they are, where they are, what their disability is, and how it manifests. My personal preference at the age of 31 with some grays in my hair, as you can see here and there, is I would rather get it out of the way. If somebody's going to reject me solely based on the fact that I have cerebral palsy and walk with a walker, I want to know right off the bat so we never even have to engage and we never even have to talk. I remember being 19, 20, 21 on those apps, or not even apps, they were websites back then, can you imagine? And having these nice moments and nice interactions and then having them immediately turn as soon as I sort of confide my disability status. My skin has gotten thicker, but it's not that thick to be able to sort of deal with that for years and years and days and weeks on end.
Yeah, I love that. It helps to weed out the assholes from the actual good people on there. What's the number one thing that a person can do to secure a second date with you?
I mean, I think it's just have great conversation. I really love to either be stimulated intellectually or I love to be chatting and gabbing and gossiping about the arts and about theater and movies and celebrities. And what better when you're going out to eat or having a great dessert or a drink than to really just be a great conversationalist.
Why does being LGBTQ plus make you proud?
I love being gay. I love being my full fabulous self. I love men and want to find a relationship with somebody who we can take care of each other and grow together and grow up together. I'm just proud to be able to not hide. Our forebearers fought for years and years and years and years for us to be able to be proud. So we should not squander that.
I think it's just all about, honoring the history of those who came before us, but also being authentic to ourselves. Your show, Dark Disabled Stories, has obviously been a huge hit. It's taken the theater world by storm, has gotten some really good reviews. As someone who works a lot in theater, what's the biggest rule of theater etiquette that you see people breaking the most?
Oh my. Turning off your cell phones, silencing your cell phones. We had a performance where in the final scene, an individual's alarm went off.
Oh no.
And that person would not admit that it was their phone. And I have Dickie Hart's, a deaf co-star, is going and we're doing simultaneously, we're telling the story together. So I know that like Dickie, as a deaf person, doesn't know that this is all happening. Because if somebody's phone rings, that's like, okay, that lasts for 30 seconds while that call is coming in. But this was an alarm that went on for like 2.5, 3 minutes of a story that was only 4 minutes long. And in that moment, I thought, I can do this. I can do this. And I tried to be as zen as possible.
Yes. Well, I think you deserve a Tony for that.
Oh, Tony! I want a Tony award. You don't get a Tony for off-Broadway, but there are certain instances, of course, disability-related instances where people need not turn their phones all the way off, but also be respectful that there is a live performance happening on stage.
All right, so final question, because I know we're getting close to time. I know historically people with disabilities are often made to feel less than, but I say screw that. What is something disabled people are better at than able-bodied people?
Disabled people are better than non-disabled people at adapting because we have to adapt every moment of our lives. This entire world was built without us in mind, and whether that's talking about a mobility disability and the architecture of the world around us, or an invisible disability, a neurodiversity sort of thing. We're often the ones who are have the thinking caps on, because we're always considering the different ways that the world isn't built for us.
Love that. And I feel it on such a spiritual level. Thank you so much, Ryan, for taking the time. It's been so much fun talking to you. I hope you have a magical Pride Month.
Happy Pride, Josh.